Hello, I'm ms2b, a former tester and helper for Mace. In this video, I want to explain my recent network ban and share my side of the story so the community can form its own conclusions based on the evidence I provide. Any names shown in private messages will be censored to protect the privacy and safety of those individuals. On December 30th, what started as a normal day quickly turned into something completely unexpected. I was in a voice call with a friend when I received a message from the Punisher bot. I was confused as I had never received any punishments before, and I genuinely did not believe I had done anything to deserve one. When I checked the message, I saw that I had been permanently network banned from the Mace PvP community for destructive behavior. At that point, I had no information beyond that label. I was not told who banned me, what I specifically did wrong, or given any explanation at all. It wasn't until one of my friends spoke directly with Spooked, the overseer who issued the ban, that I learned the reason was allegedly spreading misinformation. The two messages that led to my ban were, quote, "I don't trust Jai Guy," and quote, "He faked Rapture's screen share and is protecting him from punishment." These messages were sent in Helper Chat, a channel restricted to staff members of Helper rank or higher, with fewer than 100 people total. Because of this, the claim that I was spreading misinformation is misleading. This was not a public channel, and the people who saw these messages were already staff members who were familiar with the situation. Additionally, I was never given a chance to defend myself or provide context for what I said. I received no warning, no clarification request, and no opportunity to correct or explain anything. At the time, I did not believe what I said was misinformation, especially since many other players and staff members had expressed similar concerns in the past. Even if my statements were incorrect, the punishment is wildly disproportionate. Misinformation is not listed anywhere in the community guidelines. The only rule it could possibly fall under is disrespecting players, which is questionable in itself. Making accusations or voicing concerns is not inherently disrespectful. If it were, moderation would be impossible, as staff members would be constantly punished for calling out cheaters. For first offenses, punishments in the community are typically warnings or temporary mutes. A permanent network ban for 2 sentences with no prior history makes no sense. Either I did not break the rules and deserve no punishment, or I did break them and deserve something minor, not the most severe punishment available. This ban also does not align with how bans are normally handled in the community. Typically, bans require extensive evidence and consensus among multiple high-ranking staff members. For example, Xpero was not banned until they personally admitted to cheating. Furthermore, Rapture, one of the most blatant cheaters in the history of the tier list, still has not been banned, despite a report containing significant evidence that has been open for over a month, because the evidence is supposedly not conclusive enough. In contrast, my ban was an impulsive decision made by a single high staff member, based solely on 2 sentences. The fact that I am permanently banned while confirmed cheaters remain active speaks volumes. After the ban, I spoke with many friends, several of whom are current staff members. I received overwhelming support. Not a single person I spoke to believed I deserved a permanent ban or any severe punishment at all. I was told that many players were speaking in my favor in both general and staff chats. Despite this, the ban remained in place, which only further highlights how unreasonable it is. Before my ban, I was also one of the most active and dedicated staff members in the community. At the time, I was the most active tester in the NA region. Over my 3 months as a tester, I completed 1,450 tests, averaging nearly 500 per month. In December alone, I completed 892 tests, which is the second highest number of tests completed in a single month by any tester. This clearly shows that my intent was never to harm the tier list. I said what I said because I cared about its integrity and wanted to share my opinion with fellow staff members. Sharing opinions, especially in a private staff channel, should not be grounds for a permanent ban. After my ban, I wrote an appeal to one of the Mace regulators, summarizing what had happened and attempting to defend myself. I was instructed to open a ticket in the account support hub, which I did shortly afterward. Once the ticket was opened, it was claimed by this regulator, who asked me to submit my appeal directly in the ticket. I did so soon after. Despite this, the appeal ticket went completely ignored. I requested updates multiple times but received no response. After 1 week, the ticket was closed. The regulator who had accepted the ticket told me that Spooked never responded to the message they had sent them. In other words, my appeal was effectively rejected before the staff member who banned me even had the opportunity to review it or form an opinion. To summarize, I was permanently network banned for sharing my opinion in a private staff channel. I was never given a chance to defend myself, never warned, and never properly heard during the appeal process. One high staff member banned the most active NA tester over 2 sentences. I believe this was a mistake. I want to make it clear that I hold no grudge against Spooked or any other staff member. Please do not harass, insult, or spread hate towards anyone mentioned in this video. Doing so will not lead to anything positive. I made this video because I believe the Mace community deserves transparency and deserves to know what happened. I hope to be unbanned in the future, but only time will tell. I plan to submit another appeal soon and attempt to contact Spooked directly. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care.